Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Is everybody? Can everybody see the PPT and am I audible?
Yes.
You're
Yes.
audible.
Audible.
So, hello and good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So today we will be discussing about the 3 months of earlier trade calls which I have given, and also we will be discussing about what is the future for the Nifty as it is already on the all-time high perspective, and we will also be discussing about the different doubts which you all have regarding different companies and their chart patterns. So
नाही जरा आईला बोलव ना. ओरडू नकोस, मला नाही ओरडता येणार. हॅलो.
hello. So today we will be discussing about this progress report for the month of May, June, and July. So there were 15 calls which I have given in May. Out of them, 14 have completed the first target, 9 have completed the second, and 2 of them are still due to complete the second target.
नाही
Which
झालं.
means I will
हे मध्ये हे
also
काय येते?
Rishikesh, please ask. Yeah, please ask everyone to be on silent.
okay.
हेलो.
Hello.
हाँ बोल. हाँ.
एक second.
हाँ.
Okay, now am I audible? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
this overall, this is the progress report for the month of May, June, and July. As the earlier July month had a lot of difficulties to complete the target because the market was in a sideways trend since June and July, so the past 2 months. So for the previous 2 months, June and July, the calls have many of the calls have hit the stop loss, and many of them could not reach the second target, but they have completed the first target. So the probability of reaching the first target is high recent from the past 2 months. So even in the month of August, I have only given around 4 trading calls till today, because many of these sectors and the companies have already reached to its peak and they are due for a small correction or some sort of consolidation, because especially the IT sector, the cement sector, and uh, one more, there is the bank sector. Bank sector is still due, but because of different complications and the financial results of banks, because of that, the bank sector is not moving forward. But especially the IT sector, the metal sector are in a very good position and they are performing very well. So this is the overall progress report for the last 3 months, May, June, and July. Many of them in the month of June, many of them have actually hit the stop loss, but they have completed the first target and then hit the stop loss. So that means they have reached the first target and then fizzled out and then hit the stop loss. So I would suggest for this month as well that if many of the stocks have completed the first target, have reached the first target, then you should actually book your profit and exit it. Because of this sideways market, it is very difficult for the companies to keep moving upwards and complete their second target. So for this month as well, or for the next month maybe, I would suggest if everybody is everybody has completed and reached their first target, it is better to exit and wait for the next opportunity. So this is the Nifty chart which I have put up from the earlier, from the Feb to May. It was in a rounding formation. We had hoped that from this rounding formation, it would give a breakout and keep moving slowly. But as you can see, in the Feb month, the whole, due to the financial budget, the market was moving one way upwards, and then suddenly it was in a due correction for the next 3 months. But the other sectors are moving upwards, such as IT. And for the recent months, pharma sector have been underperforming, and some of the companies which are giving out good results, but because of the sectoral rotation, those companies are also not performing. So as earlier I had mentioned on the group that the target for the Nifty will be around 16,500. So earlier it had reached 16,500, and because of this sideways 2 months consolidation, that was the target which would Nifty achieve in the next few days. So it was ranging in the range of 5,900 to 15,500. So the 400 points up and down movement was going on for the past 2 months, because of which many of the trade calls got stop lost, and it reached the first target, and it is still moving in a sideways consolidation for it to reach the second target. So after this, I will mention which are the stocks which are still due and yet to complete the second target.
Ruchikesh, I'll step in for a
Yes.
minute. See, basically, members, one must understand as a trader, when the market is moving in the range, like any upside, there has to be a downside. Can you mute, please? Any kind of upside, there has to be a downside. Either there is a which is called as correction, downwards correction, or there would be a time correction. So what we are seeing is from February till today, the Nifty is fixed in a range of 500 points, and this is called as time correction. So Nifty is not ready to go down below. Nifty is not going below 15,500 and not ready to come above 15,900 or 16,000. So Nifty as such stuck up in a range, and in that range trading becomes difficult. Like I've already said in the previous webinar, one must book a profit at the first target, at least recover your subscription amount, recover your minimum whatever you have estimated. Like if you are trading with 5 lakhs, then 15,000 to 25,000, 15,000 to 25,000 profit once you achieve, then book the profit and शांति से बैठ जाने का. अगर नहीं कॉल्स मिल रहे हैं, नहीं कॉल सक्सेसफुल हो रहे हैं, तो one should wait. Many people are talking to me and communicating me directly, and they are hastily entering into trading calls. But I suggest one should wait and watch. Like now, Nifty had given a breakout, and it has crossed 16,000, and suddenly it has gone to 16,500. So the 3-4 months consolidation and given a good upside. So one must consider this. And now when the market becomes a trending market, then the trading calls can, you can achieve trading calls, first target, second target very fast. So that is the way one should do trading. Rushikesh.
Yes. So given the scenario of the Nifty, it is at the very high. So considering for the past week, if everybody have noticed, the market has been beating down the mid cap and the small cap. There was a huge breakdown in mid cap and small cap sectors. Even but the Nifty 50 had been holding up. Like the small cap sector has come down around 500 points to 700 points, but Nifty was going up and still holding strong. That means only right now the index stocks have been doing good, and the market is trying to keep the index up. But the other sectors have been beaten down. There was a small reversal yesterday and day before. That was, I would suggest, that is just a correction for that sell-off which happened on Wednesday. So right now it is very difficult to consider and say that the mid cap and small cap sectors will keep rising just as they were. I suppose they should go into a sideways consolidation because because already the Nifty small cap and mid cap have been outperforming everyone. So right now the whole concentration and focus is on index. So I will just share the earlier uh,
Go ahead, Rishikesh.
yes, I will share the calls which are pending for the next to complete the next second target. Can everybody see the Excel sheet?
Yes.
Okay. So since May, only Bajaj Finance and KEI Industries are due to complete the second target, as they were a long-term, as in for a few months, at least 3 to 4 months trade call given. And so I had specifically mentioned that KEI and Bajaj Finance will take time to complete their second target. So right now they have just completed the first target, and right now in a sideways consolidation. KEI has given a good amount of good results, but Bajaj Finance performance was not that great, and also their recent NPAs have also increased. For the month of June, I would suggest if anybody has bought into BPCL, then I would suggest if the price comes up back to your buying value or around your buying value, then I would suggest to exit it, because right now none of the petrochemical sector or petrochemical companies are performing. So BPCL is very much underperforming. It had reached the breakout point, and from there it had come down, but did not hit the stop loss, and it was still moving in a sideways consolidation. So I would suggest that if anybody would have bought into BPCL, if the price comes up back to the buying value, they should exit it. Right now, HDFC has been showing good strength and performance and also supporting the index. So earlier it was very much underperforming and going into sideways correction and moving downwards. But after their financial results were out, the HDFC started moving up and showing good strength. Like it had crossed 200 rupees in the past 3 days. So it was showing good strength. And I hope it will reach the second target very soon. Right now, L&T, the buying value which I had given for L&T was way below at 1480. It was just in the anticipation that the right shoulder will get completed and then the breakout will happen. But unfortunately, once the breakout happened, it went into a sideways consolidation. And yesterday, from that sideways consolidation, it has given a breakout. So right now it had reached 1670. So maybe I guess in the next week, it will complete its first target. Same goes for bank sector. Same goes for the bank sector, that ICICI had given a good result. So that's why the price started moving up, and only ICICI Bank was the one which was outperforming in the whole banking sector. So the next in the month of July, the SAIL and JSW Steel, both the metal are outperforming, but suddenly due to the small cap and mid cap correction, these two stocks also fell. But right now they are again trying to move up slowly. But because of the earlier big fall, it will be difficult for these two to move upwards because of the overall market condition. So even Axis Bank was an underperformer, even though the results were not that bad, but it came down and hit the stop loss, and right now it is again at the breakout point. So if anybody is still holding on to Axis Bank, I would suggest let the breakout first happen and then take a decision whether to buy or sell. Even the same goes for SBI Bank. The results were good, but due to the recent Idea Vodafone scenario, SBI has a huge investment in Idea Vodafone. But because of the panic sell-off in Idea Vodafone, the SBI also fell that day. So, and the recent calls, these are the four, and only Indigo Paints have failed. Rest, HCL Tech is performing very good, and Varun Beverages and Polymedicure are the recent ones. So right now, I would suggest if anybody has any other doubts regarding any chart or trade calls which I have given, they can ask.
Let us discuss first about the charts of the trading calls given by Rishikesh, and latter part could be whatever stocks you have put on the group where you are seeking an opinion. So then Rishikesh will take those calls, those questions.
Okay. So Rishikesh, regarding Indigo Paints,
Okay.
should we still hold on, or one doesn't know really what to do?
Actually, the recent results were not that good. So because of that, the support which it was holding on, it broke and it went down quite a bit. So I would suggest if there is a small bit of upward correction or a pullback, if you are holding on to it and there's a small bit of loss, then you should exit it. Because right now it won't give the whole big breakout and it might still go into a sideways motion as it was earlier. I will just pull up the chart.
Yeah.
I hope it is visible, right?
Yes.
Yes. So this was the support point.
Correct.
But because of I was hoping that the market will this company will give a good result. And in that anticipation, I had given a call. Still, it was in a consolidation mode, but the results were not that great and it was bad. So it broke the support and came down. So even if it comes up back to say around 1540 or something, or till it reaches back up to this trend line for a pullback, then you should exit it because this breakout won't sustain, at least for now.
And same holds for Muthoot Finance also?
Muthoot same, yes, because the financial results were not so good compared to the other. But I am hoping that it will not break this 1440 support. So there's a good strong hold support, as you can see in the past 3 days. It has been taking a good support. So I hope this does not break down and everybody has bought at a similar range.
Correct.
So it is in the same price range. So it is okay to hold on to it because overall the financials are good for this company. Only the recent fundamental results were not that great. So accordingly, the market has given its downward fall.
Any comment on Borosil Renewables and SAIL?
Yes, Borosil Renewables, the market commentary was really good. They are still into market expansion. So they are still in a price range that whether they are going to outperform the market. And this is one of the only companies right now which produce solar glass. So right now they have a monopoly, but the earlier rise which it had from November to uh, December, so the whole 1 month which it was rising up, this was the correction, and I'd hope that the market will appreciate its results and it will move forward. And as usual, the results were actually good. Even the management commentary was positive, but it is still not rising as I had expected that it will get on to a 5% circuit, it will move forward. So if anybody is still holding on to it, if they have reached the first target, then they can exit it, because moving all the way up to the 370 target right now, it seems a bit difficult. So if there's a chance you're still holding on and it's on the first target, then book the profit.
Okay. About Steel Authority of India?
Sale right now, it has given a strong throwback all the way back to the trend line, but it did not break this. I was expecting if this closes below the price of 124 or 123, I would have suggested that you exit the price, as it was the same which was I given for the buying price. So the loss would have been nil off, but the results were actually good considering its earlier quarterly results and the year-on-year results. It has outperformed both the quarterly and the yearly, but the market is not taking it into consideration. I will say the same for JSW Steel, because the recent quarter results were superb for JSW Steel compared to its last year performance as well as the quarterly performance. But the price action is not being visible. I guess it is just because of the price movement, but steel looks very good even for the next few months. So even if you're holding on from sale from the price of 123 or 125, it will go up slowly. I was hoping that this earlier breakout which it had given in July, it will sustain, it will move up quickly up to the first target, but that did not happen, and it gave a throwback all the way to the trend line, and it has taken a support over there. So I suggest the price is not breaking down, so we can hold on to it all the way up to the first target at least.
Okay.
Because metal sectors are showing good amount of strength. All metal sectors, metal companies in the sector.
So Rishikesh, what about Morpen Lab?
Morpen Lab, actually, I am a bit surprised that why they have been putting it down, because they had a good financial results, as well as they had there was a good positive news for Morpen Lab also, that their Sputnik 5 vaccine got successfully tested in Haryana. Sorry, not Haryana, Himachal Pradesh. So I was hoping that the 14% which I had given earlier breakout, it will sustain. But I guess because of the whole pharma sector being underperforming, this also is in part of it. So I am hoping that the pharma sector, some of the stocks should outperform in the whole sector. But right now, this has also been showing a lot of weakness, even though it had a good quarterly results. But I guess because of the sectoral underperformance, this is also not performing in it.
So
Even
should I
though
hold on?
it had good results.
Should we hold on?
If you're holding on to it for a longer term, maybe for the next few months, then it is okay, because I'll just show you the weekly breakout. There was a huge breakout earlier, as you can see. This was all the way back to December 15 till April 21. So I was hoping this breakout sustain, it keeps moving upwards. but I guess I'll consider this as a throwback to its trend line, as it did not go below the price of 49 rupees. So if I'll just consider this as a throwback to this whole breakout, then this should sustain and it should move upward, but it will take time considering the whole pharma sector, because this is a huge 5-year breakout weekly.
So which sector is now in flavor?
Right now, only the IT sector is in favor, and also the capital goods like ABB, Siemens, and L&T. The banking sector should perform, but it is not moving up as expected. Even though ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, IndusInd Bank, even SBI Bank, they had good quarterly results, but none of them are showing good amount of strength, and the price is also not moving as expected. And also the pharma sector is underperforming.
So in IT, which are the names you are still recommending?
I would suggest HCL Tech, because HCL Tech, there is still chances that will still move upward. If you compare HCL Tech and Tech Mahindra, usually they move in the same pattern. But Tech Mahindra had a superb results this quarter, and the price was not as considered as earlier. So because of that, Tech Mahindra started moving up very quickly. So given the breakout earlier this in June, the price movement is really moving very fast. So HCL Tech right now, I would suggest, is still a good buy compared to any other IT, because Coforge, Emphasis, Mindtree, all of them are right now at their all-time high.
So
And how
HCL
much
Tech
more?
is a buy at this price?
Yes, because it will still, I'm hoping it will all reach the second target, because there is still a lot of price to move up, and also the results were good. So the results are not the issue right now. So I guess this is the one which was underperforming, but over a time, the underperforming stocks also move upward as the whole main players are done moving up. Even Infosys, if you have seen, it is moving up quietly 1 to 2% every single day, and it has reached 1700 by now.
What's the second target on HCL Tech?
Tech, it is around 1185.
Okay. No, I'm holding on. And I have Tech Mahindra also. So
Tech Mahindra is very good right now.
What will be the target?
Tech Mahindra right now, it has to come into some sort of correction. I'll just show you some of the IT companies right now which are outperforming. So as one of them is Tech Mahindra. So it had given a huge gap up because of the results, good quarter results. And then it was moving one way upwards. Same goes for any other IT company like Coforge. It has to come into some sort of sideways consolidation, because the earlier move is just one way upwards. Same goes for Mindtree as well. As you can see, it is just making a new higher low, and it is moving upward. So in this sort of pattern also, it is very difficult to actually give any sort of breakouts and targets.
So only HCL Tech and Tech Mahindra.
Yes, right now only these two IT companies are. HCL Tech is due for price. but Tech Mahindra is already the price has been appreciated.
Okay, I've given some other stocks also when you come to that within.
Yes, I'll just
IT,
check.
yeah, IT had asked about NIIT.
NIT, if you're looking at this earlier June breakout, this was the correct. This was because of the sideways which was going on from December 20 all the way to June 21. The 6 month sideways motion, and the results were really good. So because of that, the price was already not been appreciated or correct as anticipated. So the results were surprising for the market. So it started moving upwards, and because of which it is now making a new high, new low, and is still moving upwards.
And then there was eClocks and Intellect Design.
I have put up the chart of Intellect Design on wait. I'll just pull it up. Yeah, so this is one of the charts for Intellect Design. So as you can see over here, it has been moving up all the way from April 20 to April 21. It is consistently moving upwards and with a good price appreciation. So as this is, as I can call it as a rounding top for Intellect Design, it should not cross below 600 and close actually below 600. Then I would say that it will go into a bit of good uh, downward motion, because I will call this as a complete rounding top, and it has broken the earlier support of 600 point. So if it goes below 600, if it closes below it, then a downward motion or a good amount of correction is anticipated from Intellect Design.
And eClocks.
It is the same as I'll call, because there was a rounding formation upwards. It has given a breakdown also, but considering the earlier price appreciation from here like on 12th August, and I guess there was a good amount of the results were also good. So it has not given the breakdown did not happen, and it will still move upwards.
Okay, so can hold on.
Yes, you can hold on.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hi, Rishi. How about
Yes.
a Welspun Corp CORP? That's a metal company.
Metal company, right? Welspun Corporation. I would suggest it is not as good as the any other metal sector or metal company, because the fundamentals are not so great. And secondly, even for if you look at the earlier price chart movements or price movement for metal sectors, Tata Steel, SAIL, JSW Steel, Jindal Steel, all of them were in the same motion. But once they have given a good price appreciation because of results and the technical breakout, all of them are outperforming. Only Welspun Corporation is not performing so good. Even the fundamentals are not that great, and the price appreciation is also not as good as the any other metal sector companies.
Okay,
So outperformers in metals are JSW, SAIL, Tata Steel, Jindal Steel also is due for a breakout. But the recent quarterly results were not so good. That's why I did not give the trade call.
Okay. Thanks.
Hello, good morning, Rishikesh.
Good morning.
Yeah, your view on Lupin?
Lupin, I am actually surprised because Lupin it was showing a good trend change, if I'll call it, as fundamentally, because from the earlier 2 years it was consistently showing losses in the balance sheet and it was moving downward. But since December 2020, it has shown a reversal sort of in the fundamental aspect, not technically, but fundamentally aspect. The company was showing good amount of results and their operating margins was improving. So was the net profit as well as the sales. Even this quarterly results were actually good compared to its earlier quarters as well as year on year. But there is some other aspect we have to look into. It is not just fundamentals, I suppose, because of which the price has been beating down all the way from 1000 to 970. No, 1200 to 976. So there is, I guess, some other aspect also which I have to look into, not just fundamentals or any other company news. There is some other aspect as well into this, because of which the company is not performing.
Rishikesh, for Lupin, still will be the 950 is the lowest. What do you call
Support zone. Yes, this green line which I've put up
Huh.
is the support zone 975.
Which is already broken, I think, day before yesterday or yesterday.
Yes, it did break down, but as you can see, the closing is above 975.
Okay.
So even if sometimes it happens, the price moves down and it does break the support, but it actually matters where the price has closed.
Close. Okay. Yeah. That's correct.
So I am still suggesting that this is actually the lowest price right now for Lupin, and I am hoping it has already been beaten down a lot since 1200 rupees. So still it will move downwards and will keep moving down. I don't think so, because this should be the support zone for Lupin right now.
Okay.
So, Rishikesh, your advice is to hold on Lupin at this price?
Lupin, not really. Like if there is a good amount of loss which you are experiencing in Lupin, then I would suggest that you can actually keep a little bit of investment into Lupin and book the rest, because I can't see the price moving upwards suddenly and coming up all the way to even crossing 1000 and moving up to 1125, because there are two huge gap downs in Lupin. So Lupin has to fill up these gaps and then move forward for a new price rise. So recovering from this fall is going to be difficult.
Okay.
So in pharma, which are the stocks?
Pharma only right now, Divi's Lab is one of the good stocks which are which we can rely on, and Sun Pharma, because Sun Pharma's recent quarter results were really good.
So these two, Divi's Lab and
Yes.
Sun Pharma.
Divi's Lab, as you can see, it is consistently moving upwards, and also, and the fundamental results are also good. So right now, I could rely on Divi's and Sun Pharma for the next few months at least. Even Dr. Reddy has been beaten down because of the poor results. Actually, if you are looking at Dr. Reddy for a long-term perspective as an investment, then Dr. Reddy is a good time to buy right now as an investment.
Rishi, any view on Cadila?
Yes, Cadila also looks good.
Rishi, how about a Glenmark Pharma?
Glenmark, not really, because the fundamentals are not that great. For Glenmark as well as Cadila right now, as you have seen the earlier rise, it has come into a correction. So if I'll just measure.
Glenmark Pharma, I can see since 2006. I am holding since 2006, though it's a very small numbers, just a 15 shares, which has been bonus with 30 shares. But my 532 share of 2006 is still at a 587 rupees current value, which is just a double. I mean, after a bonus share. So in 16 years or 16 or 14 or 15 years, the stock is just a more than, I mean, just a double rather. That's not actually a return.
That is not a good
Yeah.
performing company, because
Correct.
as I'll just pull up the Glenmark Pharma chart right now.
Yeah.
As you can see, it is going down since August 15. And if you have bought it around 2006, right?
Yeah, 2006, 532 my buying price for 15 shares.
Yeah,
It is
so
now
since,
30 shares at a 587 or 580.
so even if you see, it was moving up in June 2013 or something. And
Yeah.
it was moving upwards. That was the only rally, and since then it is consistently moving downwards.
Correct.
And right now also, I was hoping that it should cross. If it crosses above 711, then it might go upward. But as you can see, it just touched 700 rupees and it fell.
Yeah.
So there is no strength in Glenmark Pharma, as also fundamentally there is no strength or any other performance.
Just two other stocks, Rishikesh. One is Adani Port. And Explio Solution.
Okay. Adani Port is, I would suggest Adani Port is the only Adani in the whole Adani sector I would suggest to hold on, because the fundamentals are not that bad as any other Adani group. Or right now, even because of the news which had been brought out for Adani Group, the whole Adani Port still looks good, because the fundamentals are good enough, and also matching with the price rise which it has shown, because there is no absurd price rise in any, just like in any other Adani Enterprises or Adani Energy. Like the fundamentals are really bad, but the price was continuously moving upwards. But for Adani Port, the fundamentals are good enough for the price sustainment.
Okay, so hold on.
Yes, you can hold on. If you have bought it earlier, then you can hold on to Adani Port.
I bought it mostly around 700 range. It's around the current price.
Yeah, because right now it has come down into a correction, right? So it all the way went up to 900, and then the news came out for Adani Port. So then it came down for like a 10% circuit and everything. But if you compare it with any other Adani group, this is still holding strong.
Okay. And Explio Solutions.
Explio.
Explio. EXPLEO.
EXPLUO.
EO.
Right now, it has taken a resistance at its earlier top, which was in December 15. So if you can see, there is a strong up move for all the way from April 20 till July 20, but it has taken a resistance at the earlier top. So I don't think so it will move and cross this 1200 points so quick. And also it is trying to fill up this gap. So right now, I suggest this will fill up the gap and then continue moving sideways, and then maybe after a few months, it might start again moving upwards. But if you have bought it at an earlier price, then I would suggest you can hold on to it.
Yeah, I borrowed it earlier. Please.
Yes.
So hold on, right?
Yes, then you can hold on.
And sorry, last one was a UTI asset management company.
UTI is all-time good because for any other mutual fund company, asset management company, UTI is very strong, and also the fundamentals are also really good. So as you can see, it is a recent listing, but the price has been appreciated considerably. So I guess it will keep moving upwards, making a new high, higher high, higher low.
So we'll hold on, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
I had asked about Gujarat Gas and Persistent. Any comments on that?
Persistent, yes. Persistent has shown really good performance as well as fundamentally and technically. If I pull up on the chart on a weekly basis,
Mhm.
it is moving upwards one way all the way from last year, and so as it is supported by fundamentals. So if you have bought the share earlier, then
Yes.
you can definitely hold on to it.
Okay.
Yes. The fundamentals are really good, and the price moment is being appreciated considerably.
Okay. And then the Gujarat Gas.
In the whole gas aspects, Adani Gas or
Mahanagar Gas.
Indraprastha Gas, IGL or Gujarat Gas, Gujarat Gas is the outperformer in this whole sector. So fundamental as in the fundamental aspect, Gujarat Gas is also really strong compared to any other gas sector, Maharashtra Gas or IGL or Adani Gas.
So you suggest hold, huh?
Yes, if you have bought it earlier, then you can hold on to it. There is no need to sell.
Okay. Do you see much upside? Is it time to enter again and get?
I would suggest not enter right now.
Not enter, but maybe just add up.
If it comes down to around say 650, then you can think of re-entering.
I see.
Because as you can see here also, there is an uprise, then there is a consolidation. Again, there is an uprise, there is a consolidation. Again up and again a consolidation. So I guess it will stay in a consolidation mode for some time. And then at around, maybe around 680 also, if it comes down to, then you can think of adding on a little bit.
Okay. Thank you, Rishikesh.
Yes.
Just one more comment is on JK Paper.
JK Paper, I have to look into it as into fundamental aspect also, because I have not looked into this share. But I guess looking at the price movement in the past few months, few days actually, it is right now at its all-time top. So no, I would not suggest to buy it right now, because I have to look at that fundamentally also, because I've not been tracking this share.
So basically, the paper industry seems to be on.
Yes,
general
paper
now.
industry as well as the sugar industry right now is in focus.
So is there any opportunity in the paper industry?
Paper industry
Yeah.
not right now because I have to look at the the recent results also. So if they look good, then I guess the price has been already been appreciated. And I guess it should go into some sort of correction right now. So some sort of sideways motion. So I guess if it even if it comes down to maybe 240 rupees, 240 or 230 in the range, that range, you can think of buying it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, Rishikesh. I think I'll have to
Yes.
leave now. It's
She, can we
almost
just
12 o'clock.
talk on the Cadila one more time?
Yes, Cadila, I'll tell. Cadila, if I look at as on a weekly basis, there was a huge breakout since July 17 to December. And right now, there was as this price movement, this is, I would say, just a correction for this price rise. So if I look at it into daily basis, the results were good. Because of that, this price rise was successful, and this is just a correction. So I would suggest, if it is right now, I'll just check. Yes, it is actually right now at a good time to buy Cadila because it has corrected 50%, and I guess it should not go below 500. So if you think this right now, this won't give a sudden pullback, but some sort of sideways motion it should carry into. So if it goes on to this same level, then you can consider it as a strong support zone, and then think of adding some more if you already have earlier bought it.
Thanks.
Is it a still good time to enter Tata Steel? What would you suggest?
Yes, actually, Tata Steel is the only outperforming company in the whole IT sector. Metal sector. The fundamentals were really good the recent quarter. The year-on-year performance also quarter-on-quarter. It is the only Tata. It is the only only steel company which I would still buy at this point as well. Because if I go on a weekly basis, I'll just show up the multi-year breakout which had happened earlier. So if you see, this was in December 2007 and the breakout happened in Feb 2001. So it was a 14-year breakout. So I would suggest this price movement will still keep moving upwards slowly, as the fundamental results are also good. So right now it is still a good buy as an investment, but not right now. I would not suggest a trading call because there is no certain trade chart pattern which has formed. But as an investment, you can still buy it and hold on to it.
And Rishikesh, in the banks like Kotak Bank and HDFC Bank,
Yes.
though it has not performed, but fundamentally they're good banks, isn't it?
Yes, they are mostly as an investment, Kotak Bank and HDFC Bank. They are the two topmost banks. The number one is HDFC, second is ICICI, and then comes Kotak. So fundamentally, they are really strong. Even if you look at Kotak chart right now, compared to other banks, it has been underperforming. But because of the earlier 3 quarters, but it did break the support line, but it was just a false breakdown. As you can see, it did break down from the support zone. It took a sudden change and it started moving upward. So if this was just a false breakdown for Kotak, so there was a opportunity to buy at this point as well as an investment, not a trade call.
So investment, what level to buy?
Uh,
16.
as an
16.
investment, yes, 1680 is a good buy.
And for HDFC?
HDFC right now also, if it crosses and goes above 1550 or something, then the whole trend should change and it should start moving upwards. Actually, HDFC Bank is the same which happened if you have been tracking the bank sectors. There was a huge breakdown for banks suddenly for the past few days in the month in July 15 around. All the banks were moving down suddenly. So HDFC, Kotak, ICICI, IndusInd, everybody was breaking down. So actually, HDFC this point was a good to enter around 1420, because if you see, it came down. It took a support on this 1420 price for the next 5 days. So that created a good strong hold as a support, and they started moving upwards.
So 1420 will be a good level.
Yeah, as an investment. Actually, HDFC Bank is always a good investment point because it always outperforms all the banks. And fundamentally as well, it is the number one banking company.
So you'd rank HDFC Bank as 1, then ICICI, then Kotak.
Yes.
And SBI?
SBI right now, since the past 3 quarters, it has shown a good fundamental change. If you compare it with the earlier ICICI SBI results, this quarterly result and the earlier quarter results were really good. So I guess there is a strong change in SBI on the fundamental basis, and also technically there is a huge multi-year breakout for SBI.
You're talking on SBI. Any view on the SBI card separate company?
I'll just show out the SBI chart. This is a 10-year breakout. So it was in a 10-year sideways motion all the way from November 10 to February 21. So it is a good 10-year sideways consolidation. And because of the fundamental change in SBI, this breakout was successful. And the recent quarters were also really good. So I hope as an investment, this price should double from here.
Achha, double here.
Yes. As an investment, I would suggest.
Yeah, as an investment.
Yes.
Rushikesh, Nilesh here. Can you suggest on Just Dial, especially when I've seen large breakout on the upside after Reliance taking over? So the way forward, if we want to trade in Just Dial.
Okay. Just Dial also I would have to look because I have not been tracking this share. So if there is any other recent news also, the price has not been appreciated because of it. So I would have suggested that it would have crossed above 1120, then something might have still moved upwards, but this completely broke down. It came back over here. So I guess this should hold on to it over here. This is like a support zone, and since the past, from all the way from 27 July till today, it is in the same range. So it is showing a good strong hold at this point. Okay. So this is a good support if you want to invest into it. But right now, I won't suggest any trade call for it because I had marked this breakout, but it was not successful. So I did not post it on the group.
Okay. Got it.
Yes.
Hello, Rushikesh.
Yes.
Can you put something on the SBI cards also?
Yes, I'll just put up. So SBI cards, I guess I had given a trade call for SBI card,
Correct.
but due to the fundamental reasons, bad performance, it completely broke down. And I guess I had put up a small news article also related to SBI card,
Correct.
because of which it did not perform and did not sustain this breakout. But compared to SBI Life, SBI Life breakout is sustained.
Correct.
So SBI Life, if you have bought SBI Life with the trade call which I had given, it was for a weekly breakout. So it will take time to complete, but that looks good. But right now, after this breakdown and all, it made a double bottom and then filled this earlier gap.
Correct.
So
That's what I wanted to.
yes, it has filled the gap. So that is a positive thing. So, but right now I don't see it moving on, making up any new highs in the next near future. So it should just hang on between 1,100 to 1,000 rupees. The
Okay.
only positive point is it has filled the gap.
That's right. Yeah. So similarly, I had asked you for about Tata Steel BSL.
Tata Steel BSL is also an investment call because Tata Steel BSL, the recent results are really good. But if I go into monthly scale, yeah, I would have suggested this above 110, it will be a breakout.
Okay. Okay.
So if it crosses the 110 rupees, and then it will start moving upwards. But if you see this earlier fall in Tata Steel BSL, crossing this won't be a strong up move.
Okay.
Because this is a huge breakdown for Tata Steel BSL. So covering up and moving all the way to even 320 rupees, it is going to be a bit difficult. So I guess
it's a long time call.
Yes, it's a long time call. And also, if you see the earlier price rise, market discounts everything. So if you consider the earlier this quarterly results, it has already been discounted in this whole price rise. So if you are anticipating this breakout should sustain, then we should look at the next quarterly results.
Okay.
So the price was always discounted for, if this quarter prices was unexpected, then this breakout would have sustained.
Okay.
But the price has already been discounted.
Okay. Thanks.
Yes. So I'll suggest if you're looking at as a investment call or a long-term call as well for maybe 1 year.
That's right.
Yeah, then it's good to buy Tata Steel BSL.
Okay. Thanks.
Rishikesh, can I get the view on HDFC Life?
Yes, HDFC Life is very much underperforming. Even after a earlier breakout in December 21, the price has not moved anywhere. After reaching its first target, it is just going sideways. So even fundamentally, if you look at it, there is no sudden change into it, or there's a huge reason for why the price should start moving upwards. So I would suggest, if you are looking it as an investment or a long-term call, then buying it at around 660 would be a good choice. Because there is no price movement as such since the past 1 year almost. It is just moving sideways. So the price to move up and start a new uptrend, it has to cross above 750 rupees. Then there is some change. We can hope that the HDFC Life will start moving upwards. Because if I look at as a weekly call, this is a good inverted head and shoulders. But this target comes up all the way to 1000 rupees. So, but this trade call is, even if I call it as a trade call for the earlier weekly breakout, it did give a breakout, but it's just moving sideways. So if as a technical target, I would suggest it should go up to 1000 rupees.
Okay.
So right now it is very much underperforming. Even the results were not that great, even because we can't consider the base effect for the previous year and this year. There is obviously going to be a huge difference. So considering if there is a next good performance in the next 2 quarters, then something might change and the price might start moving upwards. So then if you think
in case of Rushikesh, 1 minute. In case of HDFC Life, we cannot generally assess the performance based on operating profit, profit before tax, profit after tax, because it's an insurance company. Okay, so embedded value is the important point or important figure wherein you can compare this company with the other life insurance company, private life insurance company. So amongst the private life insurance companies, embedded value of HDFC Life is very good. So from investment point of view, I think it's kind of I call it as a fixed deposit in equities. So definitely you can foresee a 15% return year on year for next 3 years based on present embedded value. Rushikesh, go ahead.
Yes. Anyone having any other questions regarding the trade calls or any new different companies?
There is one Nitin Spinner.
It has already done with the price correction. So for this earlier price rise, this was a correction till 194, and then if 194, you could have bought it once again, because this price there was a turnaround because of the price rise, and this I would suggest, if this is a correction, then
Rishi, just 2 more when you get time after this. One is Marksans Pharma and another is Tata Elxsi. Just see if you can comment on that.
Marksans, if it crosses around 100 rupees, then there is some upside. Marksans Pharma. I'll go on to on a weekly basis.
Yeah, because it was moving in a very, very close range.
Yes. So if you look at this price sideways motion from for almost 1 to 7 months, this is a huge resistance point. 7 months of sideways consolidation and then breakdown from there. This is going to be a huge resistance point for Marksans.
Correct.
So even if it reaches here till 100 rupees, it has to move in the same sideways pattern as it had moved over here, because crossing this and moving upward is going to be difficult. Because 7 months of sideways consolidation is a huge resistance point.
Okay, okay.
Yes. But overall, fundamentally, the company is improving. So let's say the next maybe 2-3 quarters, if it consistently shows a good performance and it crosses 110, then there is a good probability and chances that the breakout will sustain and it will move upwards. So till then, if you are thinking to buying it, you can buy it around 70 rupees, 70 or between 70 to 65.
Rishi, Glenmark's, Markson's US subsidiaries really started doing well.
Yes.
The company which they acquired, I don't want to divulge more details, but they are really doing well.
So that's why I will look at it as a good buy right now.
Okay.
But it is also long call. It is right now. I wouldn't suggest as in a trade for the next 3-4 months.
Correct. But if you're holding, you can keep on holding.
Yes, you can hold on to it.
And also see if possible Tata Elxsi, because Tata Elxsi is also giving a.
Tata Elxsi right now, Elxsi it is right now at its all-time high.
Correct.
So I would see right now, if go on a weekly basis, there's a price rise, there's a consolidation. Again, there's a price rise, again a consolidation. Again, it is just moving as a higher top, higher bottom motion. So right now, if I go on a daily basis, so it's the same. A consolidation and a breakout, a consolidation, again a breakout. I am waiting for this breakout to happen. Then I might put up the chart.
Okay. So if you're sitting on it with a lower price buy, then you should.
Yes. Then there's no need to sell it.
Okay.
Because the fundamentals of this company are really good.
Correct.
So there is no need to sell right now.
Okay.
Only we should actually, if it's as an investment call, if you see there's a huge downfall in those kind of companies, or there's a really bad news for it, then we should think of selling it at that point. But otherwise, Tata Elxsi is really good. Okay, there's some questions on the chat as well. IOCL and Adani Enterprise. Shreya Shetty wants to ask. Adani Enterprise, I would suggest not to look into it as a personal thing, because there is no fundamental support to it. Many of the, as it were, even for the CNBC news report which they had published, majority of the stocks of this company have been cornered by investments, other institutions and investors. So the public, the number of shares with the public are really very low. So there is a huge chance that it might not go above and make a new high anymore. So I would suggest this will still keep moving sideways, just as it is. Because there was recently a very bad commentary for Adani on different news channels, that there is some scam going into it, or there is the prices of these the shares of these companies have been cornered by the institutions, and the promoters are just making the price go up with no fundamental growth. If you look at it from a fundamental basis, there should be a fundamental support with the technical, but there is no growth in Adani Enterprise. And also with IOCL, I would suggest the same, that I just pull up the chart right now. Yeah, Shreya, it is better to sell it right now, because it is already on the all-time high top, and the fundamentals are not improving as such. So if there is some different change in it, then you can think of re-entering into it again. But if you are getting a good substantial amount of profit, then you should exit.
IOCL.
Yes. The IOC right now, it is, if I go on to look at it as a long-term basis, then there is no growth in it. It is consistently moving downwards. And for a recent new, I have to look into it as fundamental, as I've not been tracking this company. But if I look at in a chart perspective, there is still no trend change, a huge major trend change. So even if I consider this as a trend change pattern, it has to cross above 120 rupees. In the chat, Rama wants to ask about Adani Green. So as you can see, Adani Green over here, there is a big three triple top pattern which has formed. I guess there is a very bad, that is a very bad signal, because a triple top is a good substantial turnaround for the company, and it has already broken the support. So if it still goes below around 870 rupees, then we should consider this as a trend change for Adani Green.
And Rishikesh, do you see any view on the Tata Power from an investment perspective, longer term, maybe?
Tata Power, yes, actually, I would, as an investment, it looks good, because if you look at it on a monthly basis, there is a huge turnaround for Tata Power after it crossed 83 rupees over here. So I would still hope that it comes all the way up to its earlier top of around 145 rupees.
Okay.
So then after, if it crosses and comes up to 145's earlier top, then we can think that there is a more upside to it. But right now, 145 looks good.
Okay. Okay, Rishi.
Yes. Umesh Naik wants to ask, IndusInd is still hold, right? Yes, the IndusInd still looks good. Right, because the recent results were also pretty good for IndusInd Bank. And if I look at as a trend change pattern, it will, if it crosses above 120 rupees, 1120, sorry, then there is a huge trend change for it. But for that to happen, that has to have a good, strong reversal candle to confirm the breakout. So there will be a huge 3 years downtrend reversal. So if it crosses and it sustains above 1100 and with a huge strong up move for this breakout to happen, then it can sustain and have a complete trend change for the 3-year downfall.
Okay, then Rishikesh, I think
Yes.
we are at 12:20, almost more than an hour. So I think we should end our session here. The same session
Yes.
will be repeated in September. So at that time also we can have a look. We can just a moment. We can think of the new ones. Part one is the performance of our course in July, and the second would be the questions from the participants. Here I wanted to make one announcement. So we are most probably next Saturday or on a bank holiday somewhere in August, we are planning to conduct a webinar on options and futures. So basic webinar on options and futures, which would be free, of course, and which would be conducted by Shri Advait Date, Rushikesh's father, who is the technical expert. And the same will be announced on the group as well, our equity group. So many members which are not part of our equity group. It's amateur equity group. There is no subscription to that. So I will be announcing that with the announcing the dates with the consultation of Sri Advait Date. So we'll be announcing one seminar, a basic seminar on futures and options, because we wanted to have a training series on futures and options going ahead, and from next financial year onwards, we intend to create one similar group for futures and options as well. So look forward to the dates and block your dates when the announcement is made. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Kiranji.
Thank you everyone for attending this webinar.
Thanks, Rishikesh. It was a good session.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
for now.